Hi, I'm Johnny Miles, head golf professional at the Lake Powell National Golf Course in Page, Arizona, and I'm going to show you how to cure your slice. Now, let's face it, if you slice a ball, which means for a right-handed golfer, ball goes out and curves pretty violent to the right, all that means is that your golf club, instead of square to your target in the impact area, is open. So when I'm working with a pupil, and they're having a problem hitting the ball to the right, okay, for a right-handed player again, the first thing I do is I look at their golf grip. If they're gripping the club in the palm and their grip is too weak, in other words, it's rotated too far to the left, that club face is going to stay open in the hitting area. That's primarily with the left hand. Okay. So what I do is I take the golf club and I show them how to grip it in their fingers, bring the hand around, and put the thumb down the right side of the shaft. Then I take their right hand and I mold it to their left so the hands work together. Now what happens is the club head has a chance to square up in the hitting area instead of being open. You have three hands when you play golf. The two hands God gave you, and the club head, that's your third hand. These two hands control this hand. And if you want to get your grip checked, go in to see your PGA golf professional. He'll do it for free in the golf shop. I do it here all the time. The second thing I look at is ball position. When you set up to a golf ball, if your ball position is too far forward or too far back, it can affect the position of the golf club. So check your grip, check your ball position. Then after I've done that, I show my players a very simple way to get their club head square in the impact area so it's not open. Once they're set up and they're gripping the club correctly, I have them lift the club up. See, that's square. That's square. And that's square. If you notice, the toe of the club is up. So I teach my players on the forward swing, if they're hitting the ball to the right, to swing the club and get the toe up on the forward swing. Sometimes I have to use a little different technique because there's more than one way to get something done. And in this situation, I might tell them to get the toe to pass the heel of the golf club. So the toe has to pass the heel. That looks closed? No, that's square. So grip, ball position, and learn how to get that club face square to closed. One of the things that I learned as a young man, just watching some good teachers and reading and that type of thing, was a technique that Harvey Pinnock used. He would take his players to the range if they were slicing it, and he'd teach them how to hook a golf ball. And then he'd bring them back to center. Because if you know how to hit it right, and you know how to hit it left, then you darn well know how to hit it straight. So practice this, you're going to cure that slice and have a lot more fun. I'm Johnny Miles.